Hey everybody, Richie up here to talk about my ultimate guard retention system. I got Stefan, my good friend and training partner, with me today. Basically, guard retention is really the core of Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu. You cannot be good at Jiu-Jitsu if you get your guard passed all the time. So we're going to really break this down, and it's going to hopefully help you right away with a lot of great tips, training drills, and just some basic ideas and concepts on how to maintain your guard. So it all starts off with, well, basically, how does Jiu-Jitsu really start off? It starts off with Stefan standing up, and then I'm on my back, right? So this is how Jiu-Jitsu starts. Jiu-Jitsu is an intelligent martial art because from a self-defense perspective, this is one of the worst scenarios. I got this giant 200-pound man over top of me and I'm on my back. Right away, I need to have something in between Stefan and me. That thing is my foot, right? So right away what we're going to do is that we're going to understand that a guard is basically a wall. It's a fence. It's to keep Stefan out of my backyard, right? So he doesn't just come into my backyard, help himself to my fridge, and then start hitting on my girlfriend. He's going to move around, and you see how I use this to always keep him in front of me, always. Note how he can go forward. I'm shrimping back. He can go back. Note how I'm still staying relatively close to him. Now, thank you, buddy. Thank you so much, Stefan. We're just starting off with a little bit of shrimping because not only is my guard a fence, but I'm shrimping because imagine if you had a fence, but you could also move your house as well, right? So the most important drill that you can do right away to help your jiu-jitsu is shrimping. So right there in your living room right now, you can do shrimping. You can shrimp to the side, you can shrimp back, you can shrimp forward. But note how I am engaging mobility when I'm on my back. Now, of course, Stefan's being really nice. See how he's moving so slow? He's going to move a little faster. This is where I need to use, stand up please, Stefan. You come in a little bit faster, but you see how I'm actually bracing myself up against him. I can switch, I can use my other foot. It doesn't really matter which foot, but you see how there's always something in between me and Stefan. Right? I'm using this frame, I'm using this stick to keep him at bay. What if he's able to go and clear this foot and then maybe he comes around? Well, then I still need that stick right there. What if he clears that foot and then he kneels down? Right? If he's kneeling down, man, what's in between me and Stefan? Absolutely nothing. So maybe I need to use my shin. Whether it's my shin, or he stands up again, it's my foot, it really makes no difference. Right? So, thank you so much, Stefan. Note how, as soon as Stefan starts to go a little bit faster, he can then circle around me. There's nothing really stopping Stefan if we stand up against Stefan, if he has that foot from here. Do you see how he's able to go, shuck it, and then run around? So what do I need to do? I need to make Stefan stop running around me. How do I do that? I hook him. Basically, all the hook does is that it stops Stefan. I could change if he circles this way, right? Without that hook, circle this way, oh man, he's gone. So clearly he can move faster than I can move because I'm just on my back and he's on his feet. Hey, Richie, I consider myself more of a top player. Yeah, that's because you're a human being. All human beings naturally are top players. I've been teaching jiu-jitsu professionally for, I think, like 16 years now. And I've never had to teach anybody how to run, or how to walk, or how to bear crawl. I've never really had to teach them. They just come in naturally knowing how to do that. But I've taught everybody how to shrimp. Every single person that comes into the school, lesson 1, this is how you shrimp. This is how you move on your back. So he can move, Stefan can move way faster than me. So how do I... You can just come around. Man, how do I do that? How do I stop him? Well, I can stop him by choking him out, and we'll deal with that in a moment. But the very first thing is that, oh, I got that hook. Right? He comes around this way. Oh, I need that. I need some type of a hook. What if we're kneeling? Stefan, can you kneel down for me, man? He's kneeling, he's giving me some juice. No, wait, there we go. So you see how I'm using my knees to kind of keep him at bay. Right? Smashing into me direct. Oh, he's heavy. That's okay. So do you see how I can use my knee, right? It's a stick to keep him at bay. But the problem is that if I'm here and he's just giving me a little bit of weight, thank you so much, he can really just run around me, can't he? Right? You can just run around this stick. You can run around this frame. Guard is a frame that I always need to keep in front of me and Stefan. So how do I stop him from running around? I need that hook. So we call this half guard. So do you see how I need to hook this way? I can also use this hook, right? But right now, let's just go for my half guard. From here, Stefan, can you run around me, please? All right, he said he takes me with him, right? So I need some type of a hook. As well, can we stand up again, please, Stefan? Just move back a little bit for the camera, thank you. See how I always need a frame. I always need something between me and Stefan. Note how he can just grab my foot and then chuck it out of the way, right? He can do that again. Even with this hook in, right? Eventually he can just peel that away, right? And then all of a sudden he's on my back. So what do I need to do? I need to use my hands to stop him. We call this grip fighting. Now, just right now, because we're working on guard retention, and we're not talking about guard attacks, think of this like a no-gi drill. And all I'm doing, can you stand up please, Stefan, is that my hand protects my feet. So do you see it protects this frame? And as well, if he pushes on my knee, and can you leg weave this hook out? Yeah, if he does that, right? So do you see how I come back in, and you see how he's pushing, oh man, I gotta get rid of that. And so you see how my hands defend my frames. But right now, do you see how all I'm doing is that I'm just trying to go and just find where his hands are, and I'm just trying to control them. I am not, for the sake of the drill right now, finding his sleeve, winging it, and then yanking him down, and then trying to choke him out. We will do that in a moment. But the key thing right now is to understand that we need to keep this post strong and active. So we need to keep the post directly in front of Stefan. Just stay kneeling, please. Thank you. Right there. Without this inside hook, he can run around me. Go ahead. Oh, man. Oh, no. So how do I stop him from running around me? I need to keep this post directly in front of him. Oh, I need to put that hook in. We call half guard in my school. It's just a hook, right? So my knees bent. So that way, can you run around me a little bit? No, that's tough, right? Right? You see how my foot here, can you run around this way? Oh, it comes with me, right? From here, almost always, he's going to try and get rid of this. He can use his elbow and then get this out of the way, and then all of a sudden he's the half guard, and he can start to smash me. I still have my hook, right? But it's not a very good frame. So I need this hook, but I also need, what's my number one thing? A fence in between me and Stefan. I need this. So if he comes in, well, I just gotta get rid of that, right? If he uses this hand, and maybe push this away, oh, I gotta, can we play around a little bit here? He can move this hand, move this hand. So do you see how my hand keeps this out of play, right? Maybe he's starting to stand up. Can you stand up a little bit? I always want to keep something in between me and Stefan. My foot, I always need a frame. But what do I also, I need a frame, and I also need a hook of some type. So we can't run around. See how my hands are close to my feet. So another rule that we have in my school is my elbows and knees are close together, almost touching. I got that hook, got that frame. See how far away my hands are, right? They are relatively close together, elbows and knees touching, right? So can we play around a little bit, please, Stefan? I always have a frame. I always have some type of a hook to stop him from running around. And I use my hands to keep my frame safe. Okay, so that concludes the first part of our 4-part series on the ultimate guard retention system.